It's showtime!
Hi, I'm Joe Dulude II, makeup designer for Beetlejuice the Musical, and I'm here at the Mac Pro Store in Soho, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite looks from the musical. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use a very light foundation. It's a full coverage, just to give him that pale, ghostly demon look. And the best part about this is that it kind of can be a little messy, so it doesn't have to look perfect. And I'm going to cover the ears as well and go a little bit down on the neck. And next, I'm going to use the invisible powder, which is a translucent loose powder, and just powder that all over. Next, I'm going to use an eyeshadow called Blanc Type, or Blanc Type if you want to do it in French. And this is going to act sort of as a highlight. So we're going to use that on the lids. And then I'm going to use Print, which is a gray eyeshadow. And this is going to be our contour. So we're going to start from the end of the eyebrow and then go all the way down to the end of the eyelid here. We're also going to use this for cheek contour. And we want to go right in to the depth of the cheeks. Now, almost in an L shape. We're also going to use that to contour in some of the forehead. And this, depending on what your bone structure is, you can actually move it, according to how big your forehead is, how small it is, how much area you have. If you don't have a lot of forehead area, then you may want to skip this step. And if you do skip that, you could maybe just do a little bit of contour right in the center there to sort of make it look a little more demon-like. Going back in with the Blanc Type, I'm going to highlight in between there. I'm also going to throw a little bit of highlight on the cheeks. And then with Carbon, which is a black, I'm just going to add a little bit of depth into this contour. Just a tiny bit in the cheeks as well. You can achieve the contour just with using one color, but when you use two, it creates a little bit more depth. Now, also with the Carbon, I'm going to fill in the eyebrows. And the eyebrows you get to have fun with because you can kind of flick them up so they look a little crazier. There's really no rhyme or reason to the pattern of how they get flicked up. It's just whatever you feel like. Then I'm going to use Smolder eye pencil, eye kohl. This is going to be your liner for top and bottom. If you have a lot of eye space, you can do a thicker line. If you don't have a lot of eyelid space, then you might want to do a smaller line. And then I'm just going to smudge that top line a little bit. And a little bit on the bottom line. And now we're going to use this, which is Power to the Purple. Give them some purple bags under the eyes. Right on the side of the nose. I'll go back in with the Print, which is the gray, and just deepen that a little bit. And And now we get to use the paint stick, which is true chartreuse, and we're gonna color in the beard. And then I'm gonna mix a little bit of the landscape green paint stick in there as well. So now if you don't have a beard, you can still do this effect. And what you can use is a stipple sponge, and you could actually take the colors and stipple them on. And then you could take the carbon, and I'll just show you with this, and stipple in the carbon so it darkens it a little bit and makes it look like you actually have a beard. And now we're going to do the ooze that we have. So we have ooze that's sort of dripping out of his hairline. So we'll take the landscape green, and really you're just going to go into the hairline. So once the wig is on, it'll sort of hide where it stops. And then just make it look like it's dripping down. And then the same on this side, but we do it, I'm gonna have you turn this way. We do it from the temple on this side instead of up on the forehead, just so that it's a little asymmetrical, because it makes it more interesting when it's asymmetrical rather than if it was just the same on both sides. And just to add a little bit of depth in there, I'm going to take some of the power to the purple. This way. And then our last step will be to take the smolder pencil again, and just on the inside of the lips. And then mix together for me. Yep. And then kind of blend it out. We also do ooze, let's turn that way, coming out of his ear. And that is your Beetlejuice makeup.